Welcome back. In this video we will be discussing our basic formation and the roles and responsibilities of the positions within this formation. Unlike the positioning for the 9v9 or 9 versus 9, which is fairly standard with forwards, midfielders, and defensive backs, 7v7 has several different formations that can be utilized. We will be using a 2-3-1 formation. This well-rounded formation focuses on offensive pressure, spreading out the field, and most importantly, making sure no individuals are left defending the back end of the field alone. From the back of the field, the positions will be the goalie, 2 center backs, 2 wings, 1 midfielder, and a forward that we will call the striker. The goalkeeper or goalie will keep the ball out of the goal with the use of their hands, organize the center backs and defense by helping identify which defensive back will be the attacker and which will be the sweeper. They are also responsible for initiating the offense. They will either roll the ball to the wingers so that they can move the ball up the field with their runs, or if they are capable of consistently getting the ball effectively downfield, they can choose to punt the ball from the penalty box. Until this can be demonstrated during practice, we should continue to roll the ball to the wingers. Center backs are our main defenders. Their primary job is to keep the ball out of the danger zone where most goals will occur. They are expected to play the ball to the outside. They also need to deny the other team from getting scoring chances by intercepting passes, winning tackles, and getting air balls. Center back's playing zone can extend up to midfield, but primarily initiates offense with passes to the wings and midfielders. On defense, one center back will attack the ball, and the other center back will position themselves between the ball and the goalie. They are referred to as the sweeper. Finally, in set plays, they are responsible for goal kicks on their side of the field. Midfielders are expected to play from goalie box to goalie box. When playing out from the goalie, midfielders provide an additional passing option if wingers have been covered. Midfielders can connect the ball or pass the ball from side to side when we have possession. On offense, midfielders penetrate by passing, dribbling, and shooting. On offense, midfielders set up in the scoring zone and provide the best scoring opportunity on center passes or crossing passes. If midfielders are not involved in the offensive play, they must hustle back to become the first defender and initiate the defensive attack. On defense, the midfielder can't stop in the middle of the field. They must defend all the way to the danger zone. Finally, midfielders are responsible for kickoffs at the beginning of quarters and after the opponent scores. Wingers are responsible for the entire outer sides of the field. They are the primary receiver on goalie-thrown balls. They need to stay wide on offense in order to create lanes for passing and shots. They may be asked to play from the offensive corner of the field all the way to the defensive corner of the field. On offense, they primarily penetrate on the wider areas of the field and execute crossing passes into the scoring zone for scoring chances. On offense, they penetrate by passing, dribbling, and shooting. When not involved in the offensive play, they must become the first defender and initiate the defensive attack while the rest of the team gets back to help on defense. Due to the large amount of field the winger is responsible for, they are subbed after approximately a 6-minute shift or will get a break in between quarters. Finally, wingers will be responsible for throw-ins and corner kicks on their side of the field. Our last position is a center forward, or what we will call the striker. The striker's number one job is to score goals. Since they are positioned furthest from the goal, their primary job is to stretch the field vertically. At times, if they possess the ball in the middle of the field, they must control the ball while the rest of the team can get back downfield to help. On offense, they set up on the front side or ball side of the scoring zone and penetrate on offense by passing, dribbling, and shooting. Since the striker will regularly be the closest to the opponent's goal, their defensive zone is primarily the center of the field, but will stretch all the way down to the danger zone. Due to the large amount of running that the striker is responsible for, they are subbed after approximately a 6-minute shift or will get a break in between quarters. Finally, strikers are responsible for kickoffs at the beginning of the quarter or after the opponent scores. That concludes the summary of our basic formation and positions. I hope you have a better understanding of our roles and responsibilities. In our next video, we will elaborate on these roles and responsibilities and discuss our offensive strategy. Thank you for listening.